Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Coach Chris coming at you at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday, January 18th, 2025. Hope all of you are doing well. I wanted to talk today about a subject, a little different video than I normally make, but it's one that I find very important, and it's one that I didn't realize at the time was affecting me, but now I do, and I have some suggestions on maybe how to avoid it. Now, we all know that the mental aspect of trading, especially when we're trading for real money, can really affect our actions when we're in a trade and cause us to do all kinds of stupid things. We can become experts at trading. Some of us can do it fairly quickly. Others, it takes years and years. And now, when I'm talking about the technical aspects, knowing when to enter a trade, knowing when to add or take away contracts, when to let a contract run, when to enter, when to exit, price movement, order flow, all of these technical things. We can research and research till the sky is blue. And then we develop our own strategy or strategies, right? Okay, the market is setting up. There's going to be a sweep of liquidity on either side. We're going to enter in that direction, and we're going to go for a one-to-one risk reward. Okay, we all know that kind of stuff. Okay, we're experts at it. And then we're in the charts, and it comes time for a setup, and we take a trade, and it goes against us. Okay, everything looked good, but then it goes against us, and we lose money. What do? We jump back in. We throw out all of that stuff. We jump back in, and we start trading like crazy, just trying to recoup that loss. Now, there's a lot of different things going on there. Obviously, there's fear, there's FOMO, there's greed, anger, a lot of those things. And so we know what to do in our mind. We know how to do it in our mind, but then the reality of executing it sometimes goes flying right out the window and ends up sabotaging us. Okay. Now, I'm not going to talk about all aspects. Obviously, I can't talk about all aspects of mental trading, but it's one that I've noticed, and it's what I call screen hypnotization and screen fatigue. And what causes this, at least in my case, is when you're staring at a chart for an extended period of time, especially on the lower time frames if you're scalping, and these candles and these wicks are jumping up and down, and it's almost like a rhythm or something, and you're already maybe not mentally at 100%. Maybe you've been trading an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, staring at the screen, either trying to make more money, trying to get money back you lost, looking for your first trade, but you want it to be perfect. And what happens is you get almost hypnotized by the actions of the charts, and you're not 100% in charge of your actions. So you'll get in a trade, and here again, let's say it goes against you. You end up either holding on to your losses too long, or cutting your wins too short, or doing other stupid things, adding on when you shouldn't. But it's almost like you're hypnotized, okay? And I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but I know that it happens because it's happened to me many times. And here's a definition that's shown on the internet as screen fatigue is a feeling of tiredness that can occur after spending too much time looking at a screen. It can include physical symptoms like eye strain, headaches, and blurred vision, as well as, and this is the important part when it comes to trading, mental and emotional exhaustion. And then it gives some recommendations. Some are appropriate for us, and some are not. But this is the one I'm gonna spend a little bit of time, because this is what I found to work for me. The prevention: take breaks, improve your posture, and stay hydrated. Now, under the stay hydrated, they're recommending drinking water. What I found, one of the things that causes me to get into this hypnotization is I drink a lot of caffeine, both in coffee, and I'm a coffee fanatic, and also in energy drinks. There's a lot of caffeine in those things, and so you're hyped up. It's when you're trading and you're trading well, you're in a state of almost euphoria. Okay, I mean, you're making money, you're doing great, you're executing your plan, it's coming to fruition. You spent all this time and energy becoming a profitable trader, and you're doing well, and so you want to keep doing it. But at some point, early afternoon, after a meal or something, you get into a state where you're just not trading optimally. Now, I just wanted to point this out that Investopedia has a great article on training psychology that I recommend everybody read. There's a lot of information on the internet about it, and also some great books. I think Jared Tendler has a great book, and there's also guests on TV shows like Top Step TV. A lot of times will have people on there and talking about this. But what I have found, the best thing for me to do is to take a break. You may not realize you're falling into this state, what I'll call this mental state of hypnotization. And so what I will do is I will just get up, exit any trade I'm in, get up and take a break. It doesn't have to be long. You just have to change your emotional state for a period of time. I have a dog, so I'll walk the dog. Getting outside and getting some fresh air will definitely help. And it's almost like a reset, because you can't just reset yourself at the desk from the symptoms. And trust me, you may be doing it and you don't even realize. That's what hypnotization really is you're falling into a state, and your conscious has lost control over your actions, and you're now in a different state, almost in your subconscious, and you're acting like you normally wouldn't act when you're 100% in control of your facilities. So what you need to do is change your physical state, and then the emotional state will come along with it. And that usually means getting out of the environment of your office or wherever it is you trade, taking a break, having something to eat or drink, and then come back. And I would avoid too much caffeine at this point too. I'm not opposed to caffeine because I think it does give you a little heightened sense. I would drink water or some cold beverage that will help you to keep. Then this one is interesting too, and I found myself, I will do this too at some point, but it doesn't always snap you out of this, is improve your posture. If you find yourself kind of slouching and leaning in over your screen, kind of sit up straight, get back a little bit from your screen. And I'm going to add one to this too, and I would say go to a higher time frame. And especially if you're starting to find yourself falling into this, I've seen people trading on the internet 30-second charts and 15-second charts. I mean, in my opinion, I can see no reason that you would need to do that if you're a professional trader. Okay? If you're a professional trader, there is no trade that a 30-second or less chart, and even the minute chart, really, do you think there's anybody on Wall Street in a big firm trading the 1-second chart? Honestly. Okay? Do you think they're trading the 5-minute even? There may be some, but I would think most of them are they're trading the 15-minute and the hour chart. And I sometimes trade the 15-minute. I use the 4-hour and the 1-hour more for research. I don't normally trade off of it, although yesterday I was, just for a specific reason that I was looking for something. But I would say definitely go to the higher time frame. You should be on a minute or 1 minute chart minimum. You should never go below that. If you are, I think it's a recipe for disaster, and I don't know what your formula would be to need that, because it just doesn't make sense to me. But so I would avoid the lower time frame charts, because with all of that activity, that quick up and down and all the wicks and stuff, it just leads to this happening to you much faster than it should. And then taking the breaks, obviously. So, I hope this video helps. It's something I know there's a lot of videos talking about the mental aspects of trading, and the other ones are very, very important. Don't get me wrong, but this is something that you may be doing and you don't even realize it's happening to you. And you need to avoid it, because if you are, you're not going to be trading optimally. And it's very easy when you're in there to go on what we call tilt in poker, where you go on tilt and you just say, I'm so mad, I'm just going to jam, I'm just going to get in there and throw caution to the wind and throw all my systems out the window and all my entries and everything else. And that we know all that leads to is blown accounts and misery. So I hope this helps you out, and that you take some of this to heart. Also, I forgot to mention one thing. Journaling can really help with this, because, like I said, you may not even notice it yourself that it's happening to you. But if you journal, say multiple times a day, just make some notes on how you think you're performing, good and bad, you may see some entries in there that may trigger that you are having this happen to you. So good luck trading, everyone. Hope this helps, and appreciate all my new subscribers, everyone who likes my videos and who buys my products. So thanks so much. Coach Chris out.